Hello, everybody, and welcome. We're between weeks 2 and 3 currently. Osborne and I wanted to take a moment to go over week 1 and 2 games and talk about week 3 and what's going on going forward. Uh, Before we get going, I know you wanna make a shout out, Osborne.
I just want to say, big old Browns fan right now. Congratulations, Shy. After 2 years, you get to see a W and you get to beat the Jets. How shitty of the Jets. It's fantastic. Very thrilled to see a Patriots division opponent go down to the vaunted Browns defense and that potent offense there. So, congrats, Shy. I hope you enjoyed your W.
Yeah, I mean the Jets have been looking pretty good, and I mean the Browns have too. They've been playing close games. I think they're two teams that are underrated right now, but it was a good Thursday night game. I wish I could have watched it because it was only on NFL Network, but
Oh,
uh,
you didn't steal it off of Reddit?
I'm not a thief. I'm not a thief.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, shut the fuck up. Not a no. That's the most bullshit thing I think I've heard you say in a long time.
All right.
Hey, did you get an Epic Pass? I know we're on football. We'll move quickly past this. Did you get an Epic Pass? Because it ends in a week.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good. All right, moving on.
All right. So let's get right into week 1.
Yep,
Um, as you can remember, Osborne and I we made picks on 3 of the games.
yep,
It turns out Osborne took a 2-1 lead in those games. Uh, I, of course, lost to Dalton, whose team is shaping up to be one of the best in the league.
yeah. Todd
Uh,
Gurley. Wow,
yeah, he's
that's a future. That's a future player on my team, by the way. That's
yeah.
that's happening. Oh
I
yeah,
mean, with
that's.
all the picks in the first round, I don't see how he could not be of next year's draft. Um, yeah, but Todd Gurley's lighting it up this season. Doug Baldwin, really doing it for me.
Yeah,
Although I don't even think it would have been, you know, I didn't predict the Kansas City Chiefs being one of the best teams in football right now.
right. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is doing
Yeah.
something. They're putting something in the water out there.
So Geringer, who barely lost the Week 1 winnings, beasted on Portman, who is doing his best despite giving away some of his value for some more next season. But he has Patrick Mahomes, so
Yeah,
maybe that's something he can use going forward.
yeah. It might be. It's going to be interesting to see. Is he going to have to hold that for next year and expect him to continue to grow, or is he worried that Patrick Mahomes will have a hot rookie year like Dak did, and maybe capitalize on the value this year, get something that might have a little bit more security? We'll see. I mean, I think it looks good to hold on to, but you never know.
Yeah, it's curious. I think that Mahomes isn't the athletic type that like Newton and Watson are. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's not a
Mm-hmm.
runner. He's more of a pure
Right.
pocket passer coming from that Texas Tech offense. So
Yep.
I think that is usually what holds up over time, but we'll see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting for sure.
The weekly winner of week 1, uh, old Jennings Cook, destroyed Mr. Kimner.
Ouch.
Yeah. I mean this is not what you want to see.
No.
1.62. I hope he got injured. I mean, he threw 2 interceptions.
He had the elbow injury, but I don't know that he would have scored more than 4 points had he not had the elbow injury.
Yeah,
So
it was a rough game.
losing 4 points on your defense isn't helpful either.
Yeah, yeah, that's one of the things. And then the other one gets 17. I mean,
Yeah,
that's it's unfortunate.
yeah, it
Anyway,
is.
the Titans beat the Jaguars. Jaguars aren't even trying.
Hey now, hey, Andrew Luck, what a talent!
Yeah,
What a talent!
Andrew Luck was quite the talent.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, I mean it's all Browns over here, baby, and they had a pretty good week.
yeah,
So I think that they've like Jarvis Landry has outscored OBJ every week that he's played thus far.
which is not what anyone expected when
Yeah, and and,
season
and
started.
Carlos Hyde has been doing pretty great.
Yeah,
So
you feel good about that trade right now?
I mean not right now.
Okay.
I'm hoping in time it works out for me, but we shall see.
What are your expectations right now?
I mean, OBJ is pretty bursty. Once in a while, he'll just come in and win a game by himself. So I'm
Yeah,
hoping that that happens. But if
we'll
not,
see.
I might have to put him on the bench. We'll see.
Really, you're gonna put OBJ on the bench?
Yeah, I might have to
Okay.
put David Johnson on the
Now that I believe. I
Yeah,
mean, do you have somebody with two legs and an offensive line? I'm pretty sure you're gonna be okay.
I mean,
Um,
Chris Thompson's been doing pretty well every week, and I'm a coward for not starting him this week.
yeah, I don't know. You might have to do something. What's the score this week for you and Shy? It's not good.
We'll get into that in a
Yeah,
second.
yeah,
All right. The Cowboys beat the Washingtons. This was a really competitive game,
yeah.
and you took. Oh no, we didn't pick on this one, did we?
No, we didn't pick on this game. We took
We
the
sh-
three.
we
What's
should
that?
have though. This
Yeah,
is
I think
nail
we were
biter.
wrong. I think we were wrong to not picking this game.
Right. Look at Reek here going for 38.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
Like,
Saquon Barkley. Um, he's every bit of everything people thought he would be. So that's good.
yeah, yeah.
Mixon got banged up, but he's having quite a season as well. He's doing pretty good.
He is doing pretty well.
Kareem Hunt. What is up with that guy? Like, this is a first round running back.
Yeah, everyone was pretty excited to see what he could do, and they thought they'd rely heavily on him with Mahomes being new. I think that they're just starting to feel out how they can affect the offense through the air, and I think it'll settle down for Hunt. I expect him to start to see a few more wheel routes run that gets him some balls downfield, and I think it's going to work in the end.
You know. And old Bilbo here. Uh, he's got Bell's replacement. He's got Fournette, who got dinged up. He's got Cook, who oh man, it's just you're having a bad time here now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
between
yeah.
Bell, Cook, and Fournette, you pick the three running backs in the first round that are having some early season injuries, or in Bell's case, I mean just general
Yeah.
problems. But
And I mean, how could you have seen it coming? Cook's been hurt, every year of his college career, his first year in the pros. How could you have possibly seen this coming? So I don't blame him for making the move he did with Adam Thielen to take this. So
oh
really,
man,
just unlucky. So
throwing salt everywhere. All
I
right,
gotta have fun somehow here.
you know
My 40 points.
Henshaw's team, it's everything he paid for.
Yep.
That's all I can say about that. McCoy, little disappointing. Everybody else is doing great though.
He's got Lamar Miller that he gets to slot in there now as it goes forward with McCoy struggling. So
All right. So week two, Fogarty. So Cook was out, or Cook got hurt in this game. Fournette was out. You had Fournette's replacement, T.J. Yeldon,
yeah,
who's pretty underwhelming. You had James Conner, who's still doing. I mean, man, look at that, 31 and 17.
yeah. Like
Can't complain about that. The
no,
rest of your team, though, it is completely valid to complain about because they look like shit.
yeah, they do. Poor. I mean, you take Aaron Rodgers that early, you're hoping to really, you're hoping to put up 27 points like Cam Newton did. When did you get Cam Newton?
Late, like I don't know, 7 or 8, I think.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
but
good value, good
I needed
value.
someone for Wentz. I needed someone for Wentz.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's had a pretty good season thus far.
yeah,
But look at this bench though: Alshon Jeffrey, Josh Gordon, Le'Veon Bell, Leonard Fournette, Amari Cooper, Adrian Peterson. I mean, it's all names. And then you look at his starters, and Philip Dorsett, Jamison Crowder, George Kittle.
Kittle. Yeah, yeah. Yeldon's somebody-ish, I guess.
Yeah. So I mean, if they weren't hurt, I bet his bench could have easily outscored his starters. All
Yeah,
right. So now we have the Colts, who and it was a three-way race for the weekly winnings this week.
yeah. It's exciting.
But Cook, this was a big game too because both of these guys they're making a run for the championship. The Colts
Yep.
go to 2-0. The Chiefs go to 1-1, and it just goes to show, what he's working with over here. Even with Jay Ajayi getting hurt, It's got Alvin Kamara putting up points. Antonio Brown had a down week, and he's still got 11.
Yeah.
Mike Evans and Tampa Bay are blowing up. The Fitzpatrick memes are they're
You
they're
mean
top notch
Fitzmagic?
right now. But yeah, and look at this. He even had a Disley start, the Disley 11.
He got saved at that end of the game touchdown. Man,
Yeah, yeah.
not that it mattered for his win, but
No.
that's
And look at this. He's
something to
got
watch.
Breda on the bench. He could be something.
Yeah. Calvin Ridley got, drafted, expected to be able to put up,
At least he's not keeping him with the 15th this year. I can tell you that because I drafted him in the 8th and promptly dropped him. Oh man. Anyway, Raiders destroyed the Jacksonville Jaguars. He didn't need to try hard, but he almost got the week 2 winnings.
My defense put up just enough resistance to prevent him from pulling the $10 out of that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's exactly how that works.
OJ Howard had a good week. Look at that, 96 reception yards. Wow.
3 catches though, I think there. That's a little deceptive.
Yeah.
So.
Over here for Dalton, Todd Gurley, huge week.
Mm-hmm.
Hilton, Jones, Kelsey. Kelsey had a big week.
Yeah, he did.
And Deshaun Jackson.
What's happening with Lindsey and old Royce down in Denver? You think
I don't know, man. Royce,
you think it's gonna be split now, or
I don't know. How has Royce been doing? I haven't even heard his name.
I mean, it seems like they're just giving it to the hot hand, and Lindsey's been the hot hand, so he gets the ball. But really, it's just kind of killing the fancy value of both. Lindsey's an undrafted rookie. Royce, they obviously invested highly in, so it's going to be hard to envision Denver just giving the keys to Lindsey and ignoring Royce based on how the capital they put into him. But now it just creates kind of a mess in the Broncos backfield for who's going to be the fantasy starter,
I disagree. I think you go with Lindsey 100%. If he's producing, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I wish that NFL teams work that way, but you see it time and time again where the coach or the GM wants to go with the guy that they backed, and they do something stupid and start they kind of eat into the value of someone who's really playing well.
Yeah. So here we have the weekly winner,
Yep.
David Henshaw.
What a team!
Beat the old Browns, man.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins, huge. Melvin Gordon, huge. DeAndre Hopkins, huge. Stephon Diggs, huge. This is just a huge week. In addition to that, I mean, even his bench looks great.
He's got 21 points from Fuller just sitting there, 16 from Adams, 16 from Watkins. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
If you need a wide receiver, call Dave Henshaw, apparently. Goodness gracious.
I don't know what you're going to give him. He already has everything, but yeah, you can call him. Yeah. All right. Last game. This was a nail biter. Kimner versus Gantz.
Yeah.
Reek didn't put up as much as he did last week, but him and Barkley, Tevin Coleman with Freeman out, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty great. Evan Ingram, Garoppolo. I still don't know what to think about that. We'll see.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think the offense is really coming together right now in San Francisco the way they hoped it would.
But, yeah. Keaton Cole, man, did you see that guy's catch?
That was filthy.
Yeah, dirty one-hander.
So I'm just glad I missed that game. I was in Yellowstone fishing and hiking and camping up there last weekend, so I missed the games. But I saw that catch because every one of my friends decided they wanted to remind me that the Jaguars beat the shit out of the Patriots. So I saw that catch many times.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that you have good friends there too.
Yes, they're very nice. They make sure I don't miss any of the important details.
But yeah, Texans had a great week. Marshawn Lynch just getting that good old value.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey showing up.
Yeah, 14 receptions this game. So, really is getting maybe a lot more receiving yards than rushing yards, but you knew you were signing up for a back that was going to move out of the backfield and catch a lot of passes. So it's kind of expected, but you'd like to see him score a touchdown, really put up big weeks. Golden Tate, I think, is doing well. Overall, this team can I think this team has the framework to do well, but he's going to have to figure out, what he's going to do with Fitzgerald being behind an abysmal offense, and he's got Nelson not really performing for him. So he's got to find something in here, but if he does, it's going to work out for him.
Yeah, totally. All right. So that being said, let's move on to week 3.
All
I'm
right.
already getting my ass beat. As you can see, NFL.com projects I'm losing this game. Look at that. Carlos Hyde, Jarvis Landry, and the Crow. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
2 rushing touchdowns for Crowell.
Odell Beckham, you better fucking blow up this week. I swear to God.
I'm so excited for the fact that we just hammered Shy. I'll eat crow on this one. I hammered Shy over this trade, and I'm so excited at the prospect that he's playing you, and the guys he traded for blew up, and he might get to show us all what it's about with that early season move against the guy that you know traded with him. So pretty good stuff here. Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Looking forward to see how this breaks down.
I still think at the time the trade was fair, but
That's a word.
yeah. All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Redskins Chiefs. This is
Yep.
a big game because both these guys are in it. Both of them are middle of the
Yeah.
pack. Nobody wants to go to 1-2.
Right.
Uh,
Especially me.
especially me. Um,
Yep.
I don't know. What do you see? What do you see here,
So
buddy?
the Chiefs went for Devonta Freeman, who when he plays is a pretty safe player. I felt like that was a smart pick as a floor pick. And he lost him, so that really hurts him in the flex. But the pickup for Galladay, and then another move where I was just wrong. He held on to Eckler, and his words to me in the offseason when he and I were working out our trade was that he felt that Eckler would be a better Danny Woodhead for the Chargers, and it's proven to be true. So I don't know that anybody else saw that coming. He wasn't even ranked. G held strong, so he's got a team that can boom if Luck plays well against Philly. It's tough. They could really break out. I think Elliott can do fine against the Seattle defense if he can get past the first level. The secondary for them isn't going to stop them. Overall, Keenan Allen's probably gonna have a tough day in the Rams, but Michael Thomas will feast against Atlanta. So I would say that G has the pieces he needs right now to take this W, because I'm pretty concerned about the production of Peyton Barber, as a starter, and I'm pretty concerned about Hunt not yet being a part of the offense. So we'll see what happens. Could be a good one though. What do you think?
I feel more confident in the Redskins.
Okay.
I think Peyton Barber has been doing pretty well this far, right?
No,
No,
he's like
he has
doing.
not.
Yeah,
No.
no, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no.
He's got it. He's got it.
Oh,
100%. He's got it.
you're sticking to your guns on
I'm,
this
I'm
one.
sticking to it. I already said it. It's happening. As you can see, this little column here in blue, Fantasy Pros has a tool that they use to insert ranks. So you can
Yeah,
kind of see where they're ranked right now. Oh man, it's too early to be doing these videos.
yeah, no kidding. But I got to go run errands after this, so I appreciate you accommodating my early morning uh,
Yeah. Well,
thing here.
glad I can help you be productive. All right. Now we got Dalton and the cook.
Yep.
Uh. Hmm. Hmm.
Um, I think I know how this one's. I have a feeling I like how this one's breaking down for one of these teams, but I'll let you go ahead and lead us off.
All right. I'm gonna take the team with Gurley on it. 100%. Every time.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, Kamara, Brieda, Antonio
yeah,
Brown, Mike Evans. All right, you're making a point.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
James White's kind of weak, right? Like,
Right.
I don't know how I feel about that. And if you look in the slot, you're comparing Juju to Deshaun.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. Actually, I changed my mind. I like this team better. I'll take
This
the
is
Colts.
where this is where I was looking as well. Your Gurley jumps out of you right away. Hilton's done fine, but Russell Wilson's under siege pretty much throughout the whole time. He looked like he gave up a couple times in the last game, and if he gets sacked 5 or 6 times in the first half, which is possible, I could see him just saying fuck that and dumping it off and throwing it away a lot. So that's going to be a tough play, I think, even against a shitty Dallas defense. Dalton doesn't really have anything on the bench to go to. Anderson hasn't worked out for him. I think that he's really banking on a shootout in Pittsburgh by starting D-Jack, which could be really good for him. Pittsburgh's been in shootouts so far, except for the hurricane they played in Cleveland.
Believeland.
It could go. This one could go his way if he can figure out what he wants to do at QB and with James White. But it's gonna be interesting to see if Antonio Brown is punished for his actions earlier this week, and maybe the first half he kind of doesn't get a lot of attention, or does the ineptitude of the Pittsburgh front office continue and they feed the diva, give the squeaky wheel some grease over here, and he sees 15, 20 targets in the game and just demolishes everybody. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting.
Well, I mean, both these teams are 2-0, so this is a big game. Moving on, we got a couple 0-2s. One of them wants to be, one of them doesn't want to be. Hopefully, they can figure it out this week, but honestly, I hope Poorman wins. How funny would that be if Poorman...
Accident. He's starting Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, man. I hope he wins. I hope he wins.
Do that and
He's
try
so
to lose.
Good. Oh.
So if you're Poorman, right? You don't want to win. You have to.
I disagree. This game could make a statement.
Okay, it can make a statement. You could squeak out something, I guess, if you wanna. He has some assets next year, and if he wants to turn 180 degrees on what he had started the season doing, if he pulls this win out, he can maybe use some of those assets next year to grab some wide receiver help and see what he could do with Mahomes. But if I'm him, Drew Brees is on the chopping block. He is going to get shipped out for more assets. Mahomes, I might hold on to. Allen, get him out of here. Give me some production for next year. And I just punt. And Fogarty's sure as hell hoping that's what happens because who's he gonna? What running back is he gonna put in? He doesn't have a healthy one.
I don't know. Know.
Adrian Peterson. That's it. What did he put up? He put up 6 points last week. All right, cool. You can get yourself 6 points right there.
Yeah, I mean Green Bay is a pretty weak D, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean Cook's just out. He's got him sitting in there and he's just out. He's gonna get 0 points. So we'll see. Yeah,
I wonder if he starts Jeff Gordon.
I think he has to because he's got to move Fournette up. He can't start. Maybe he can start Dorsett. Really limited options. You hate to see a team just fall apart this fast. But maybe he can make some moves and make something happen throughout the season. So, yeah.
All right, moving on. We have the Texans and the Eagles. Henshaw's pretty obviously going to be the favorite with his team as stacked as it is. I am hoping that, Kimner can pull it out.
All right, let's go to the fairy tale land that you just talked about, where he pulls it out. How's he do it?
I mean,
what's happening that occurs?
Ryan Fitzpatrick has to just have one of those weeks,
Okay.
Henshaw has Murray. Man, he has everything, doesn't he? He has it all.
Yeah. He's the only thing that I don't understand. I just don't get it. He's just sitting on 2 quarterbacks and 2 tight ends saying, look at my riches. I can just do that, I guess. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
I mean, what does he do? He's already pretty much as deep as he's going to, or is,
All I can think of is you go to one of these teams that wants to compete and has one player and maybe you offer something like Lamar Miller plus I don't know, Lamar Miller plus Devonta Adams for Todd Gurley. You say, hey Dalton, you're going to get better. I'm going to get a lot better, but it's a win-win for them. And maybe he does that. But Dave, Dave, he likes to be very balanced in everything he does. He's very cautious. So I think that he looks at his depth and his bench and he says, I can pivot in any direction I need to throughout the season. I have protection if one of my quarterbacks goes down, protection if my tight end goes down. So we'll see. I think if he did package some things together though, and targeted a Gurley, or if he went over to one of those teams like the Broncos and said, "Hey, I want Zach Ertz to back up Gronk, and you need some help. Maybe I can give you a couple running backs and Jordan Reed." I don't know. It's he's got possibilities. I would be looking to just continue to push the advantage. Just get the most elite talent you possibly can. These points on the bench don't help him. He doesn't get anything for these points on the bench. So if I were in his shoes, I'd be packaging all of this up really nicely and just taking the single best player I possibly can at every position. So yeah, that's just my take. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Good luck against that buzzsaw, Kemner.
Yeah, good luck to you, Kibner. Now we have the Cowboys and the Jaguars. Jaguars are gonna lose.
Whoa! I am out the gate strong. I have a lead. Thank you. First lead of the season.
First lead of the season.
Yeah,
looking pretty impressive.
Pretty excited about that.
Freeman's still out, right? So Tevin Coleman's the guy still.
Yep, exactly. Freeman's out probably another 2 or 3 weeks. So we'll see. Do you see those points that I got from Nick Chubb? 0.6.
Yeah, you only pick winners.
Yeah, he's. We have seen enough of Nick Chubb. That is going to have to end. That experiment's over for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
You take your shots in the draft when you're in my position, trying to find the next Kareem Hunt or something, and it wasn't there. So we'll see how long he lasts. I think he's going to go the way of the dinosaur for me pretty soon.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, how many chances are they giving him?
None. Yeah.
So I mean, Carlos Hyde, I think, is a known quantity.
Yeah.
I don't know why they would go away from him.
Right.
So I think that Nick Chubb has a future possibly, if Hyde's in a contract year, maybe next year he ends up being the guy. But if you're just looking for guys who are going to blow up, he's probably not going to blow up this season.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just I get to experiment. I have like 30 bench spots that can just be rookies and young guys, and I'm just going to, collect diamonds in the rough and see what happens.
Anyway, congratulations, Gons, on going 2-1. All right, so let's look at the divisions real quick. We have a 2-0 in each division and an 0-2 in each division. Looky there. The Raiders are heading up ours, and then you got the Chiefs and the Broncos. It's gonna be tough,
Yeah.
The Chiefs have a good team, Raiders have a good team. If you look at scoring, I am not doing it so well. I'm in the 8th place there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tough stuff. In the AFC South, we got the Jaguars leading the bottom of the pack, and we have the Colts up at the top. In between, you have Sam and you have old Dirty Kimner. Obviously, I think you got to go with the Colts. I mean, they immediately have the strongest team, but I think that the Titans and the Texans can make moves either to get to the top or the bottom. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Yep, agree with that.
Eagles, another easy top of the pack. Redskins and Cowboys, both competitive. I don't know if they have what it takes to overtake the Eagles. And the Giants, that's kind of the shocker of the season, huh?
Yeah, you could say that. You could say it's a little shocking. I mean, really disappointing to see the injuries pile up that quickly.
Yeah. I love messing with Fogarty, but I got to say, it's unfortunate what has happened to his team thus far.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. It is fun messing with him and fun poking at him, but I had David Johnson go down week 1 last year after picking him first overall, and it really was hard, hard to climb back. Demaryius Thomas in the second round obviously was a disaster and a terrible pick on my part. So, you can climb back from a rough start. I started 0-2, and so you can do it and get to the finals. Not that I won, but he's got the pieces he needs to get there. He just needs to manage his season, well. So.
Yep. I mean, we still got a lot of time before the trade deadline. If you look at scoring here, you can see that the Colts are way up top, up there with the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Redskins. So I think those 5 teams are kind of, they're doing it. They're doing it. Pretty much every team over 200 points thus far is in the running. I don't know. Something's got to go right for my team for me to.
Yeah. You can always talk to your A2LM. I don't know. He might have something he'd sell you. I've heard he's willing to shop anything. He's a used car salesman over here.
I've heard that. Speaking of which, we didn't talk about your trade here.
Okay.
Quincy Enunwa and Cortland Sutton.
Yep.
You received, and you got rid of Andrew Luck and Derrick Henry.
Yep. So, do you want me to go over that, or do you want to give your analysis? Go ahead and let's see what you have to say about it.
I know who Quincy Enunwa is. I don't know who Cortland Sutton is.
Okay.
I know who Andrew Luck is, and I know who Derrick Henry is. Have either of them been good?
So,
this one. Throw some more picks, shitter.
Jesus Christ. I think this one is looking at the fact that Enunwa has Sam Darnold as his quarterback, which means that he's going to have weeks like he did against the Browns where he just doesn't really do a whole lot. I picked up Sam Darnold and decided I would go ahead and ride him out for the year and see if he can develop into something interesting. I will have a rough season next year if Sam Darnold is a star and I have to root for him week in and week out. Cortland Sutton is the wide receiver 3 for the Broncos. He's a rookie for them, and he's looked very good so far, but it's hard to sustain Demaryius Thomas, Cortland Sutton, and Emmanuel Sanders. So he's going to sit in my bench for quite a while until I see if Demaryius Thomas is looking like it's the end of his run in Denver or not. So that's kind of what I'm thinking on my end. I think that the Chiefs are saying, hey, Andrew Luck has the potential to be good. That's a personal favorite of his. And Derrick Henry, if they can get their offense going in Tennessee, has the potential to be good. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out. It's really I think this trade's kind of a non-factor trade in general.
Yeah, I agree. Look at that face, though. That's terrifying.
Sam Darnold is something else. He's got some crazy eyes there, and I don't know if how much you've watched him. He's got ups and downs. He could be a good quarterback, and maybe picking him up off the waiver wire can work for me. But it's tough
he's got 5 interceptions this far. Maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah, that's kind of my point. Is it's a rookie quarterback. It's going to be rough, and we don't know how he's going to develop over the year. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But,
all right.
It's fun talking to you.
Yep. Good luck with your chores. Hope everybody enjoyed the video. Excited about week 3.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's try and so I'll tell you I'm gonna be gone this weekend again. I got a bunch of buddies flying in, and we're gonna go travel around Utah, go up to Montana, have a great time. So I'm gonna miss the games again, and it's gonna be tough for me to get a video in if we want to squeak anything in if anything changes during the week. But I'm available next week to make a video if you want to try and shoot for something after the waiver wire has passed. So.
Okay, maybe so.
Okay.
Maybe the trick is in the past we've started out strong, going every week.
Yep.
Maybe we need to spread them out.
The bye week is kind of nice, doing it every 2 weeks. You get to kind of recap a couple things. It lets us be strong. What we could do maybe is I know we did this a little ad hoc. We decided last night we'd go ahead and make this happen. Let's go ahead and plan on doing it every 2 weeks from now, Brent, and then that gives us a week to prep instead of just kind of winging it at the last minute.
Sure. Sounds good.
Any feedback from the league would be great. We'd love to hear what your thoughts are on what we're doing. If you'd like to see some changes to our format, that'd be awesome. If you'd like to participate, we'd love to have you. It'd be really nice to have a couple other voices. I'm sure you're tired of hearing me talk about trades and rookies, and you're tired of hearing him talk about how his team is so close to being good. So if you want to if you wanted to hop on, please do.
So close.
So close.
Um, yeah, and something else I want to do is we got to have the winner on this year for
Oh, yes.
uh, a celebratory thing. So
Yep.
maybe we can have Dalton on one of these weeks, and
Yep. I
get
like
him in
that.
here for last year, and hopefully next year, or at the end of the season, we can have a congratulations video with the new champion, which
Yep.
may be Dalton.
It may be Dalton.
So
Yeah.
we shall see.
First, would he be first back to back?
He would be, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
100%.
Sounds good. All right, Brent. It was good talking to you. Everyone else, good luck. Kemner, have fun out there in the desert. You're in Africa, right? So have fun out there, and we'll see you. Hopefully, you'll see you back here soon. But yeah, take it easy, everybody.
All right, bye bye.